Crimson Tree here. I wanted to post a 6-week update since my extractions. If you've looked at any of my previous videos, you'll see all the work that I've had done and the dentures that I had put in. I am doing really, really well. I have to say, okay, so I'm at the 6-week mark, and I'm also using Denture Fit as my reline, and I've had that in my mouth for about a week, I believe, maybe a little bit longer than a week. And the Denture Fit is amazing. It's funny too, because when I had my reline done at the dentist, if you look at any of my previous videos, I had the reline done and it came out less than 24 hours later. It was at that point that I wanted to go ahead and get the Denture Fit and use that instead. I posted a video on how to apply it, and there are a couple of little notations that I wanted to kind of correct with you guys. One thing I did want to correct is that when you are priming your denture, you do not want to dip the Q-tip that they give you in more than once. You just want to do it one time and dip it in all the way real quick and then bring it out and then cover it. And then, prime your denture. Now, when I lined my denture with the Denture Fit, I did a pretty good job, and it was the first time doing it. So, I did a pretty good job, and I had a pretty good fit, but I still had to use the powder adhesive. The fit was good, but there were a couple things that bothered me about the fit. So, I had called their customer service and spoke to Juliet and also to Tommy, and they are absolutely fantastic people. Now, let me tell you something. I'm a teacher now, and that's what I do for a living. But before I was a teacher, I worked in customer service. And these people, by far, are some of the best people to deal with when it comes to customer service. They speak to hundreds of people every day. And they really, it doesn't matter who you are, what you're about, or what, part of your journey you're in. They want to help you. And, Tommy is so funny because Tommy, he is absolutely determined for me to get the kind of fit in my mouth that allows me to not have powder or to not have to need powder as an adhesive. I pulled out the liner that I had put in there. And boy, let me tell you something. It is really hard to get out, especially when it's not ready to come out. It is really hard to get out. I really had to dig and pry it off and really just scrape it to get it off of the denture. And even then, it didn't totally come off, which is, not a big deal because, I was putting more product on there. I did apply it a second time, with slightly altered instructions on how to get it on there. And Tommy walked me through that. So if you have any trouble or any confusion, even after looking at their videos, if you have any confusion as to how it should be applied on your denture, man, call up Juliet, call up Tommy, and talk to them. They will walk you through it step by step by step. And they will make sure that you get, the best possible fit. So Tommy walked me through it, and I have a much better fit, actually. I still can't go without powder. I do still need one layer of powder in order to secure them in for eating only. So I can have them in and I can talk and function and do everything anybody else can do without adhesive and just the Denture Fit as the reline. But if I want to eat something, that's when I need at least one layer of powder adhesive. So I'm not stressing that though. And it's funny because I told Tommy and I told Juliet, I'm not worried about the fact that I have to use one layer of powder. I'm just glad it's one layer and not, having to do a combination of powder and paste and have to deal with all that gook and scraping it off my gums. I mean, I can't stand that. I hate it. I really, really do. So now just having to do the powder, which dissolves almost immediately after taking the denture out to clean it, it's just so much easier, and it's less time consuming. And the cool thing about it is that, if I want to just get up in the morning and shove my teeth in and run out the door and not wear powder, I can do that. And it's not a big deal. I might struggle a little bit with eating, but I will say one thing. If I eat, as long as I eat on both sides of my mouth at the same time, I'm fine. I'm good. I don't have to worry about the teeth falling out or moving around or flopping around all over the place. It's just, it's just better with the powder because then I can bite into stuff. I can't bite into anything because when I try to bite into something, the back part of the plate just kind of pops off. And I have good suction. I do have good suction. It's just not where it needs to be in order to bite into food. So that's where I'm at. I will say this though. Denture Fit is the best product out there. It is so awesome. You don't have to deal with bad taste in your mouth. You don't have to deal with any burning sensations. It is comfortable. It is so soft and cushiony. I mean, I feel like my gums are sitting on a pillow going to sleep, honestly. And it's just so comfortable. I know that there are a lot of people who have been on this denture journey who have tried out the Denture Fit and they love it just as much as I do. So, and some people are like me where they still need that one layer of powder to be able to, bite in or eat things. But it is such a great product. I'll tell you, I know my grandma would have loved to have had a product like this in her day. I will never forget my grandma sitting at the table, relining her own dentures with a candle and a knife. Don't ask me. And, being able to do that just to be able to save a couple bucks. So, and it's a lot of couple bucks. Don't get me wrong. I mean, relining your dentures is not cheap. I mean, it's like $150 to $200. So I absolutely 100% recommend Denture Fit. Check it out. It's worth every penny. It really, really is worth it in the long run. It's going to save you money. Like I said, my relines are included for free with my dentist. So, I didn't have to pay money for Denture Fit when all I had to do was go to the dentist and get them relined. But I'll be honest with you, I wasn't sure I 100% felt comfortable with their reline. After having a reline and having it fall out within 24 hours, I was just like, do I really want to go through that hassle? I didn't really want to go through that hassle. So I just said, forget it. And they've been calling me too. But, I just said, forget it. I'm going to, go with the Denture Fit. And I am not sorry. I love it. It's awesome. Definitely go for it. So that's enough about Denture Fit. Cleaning, just like everyone else, cleaning is, I use antibacterial soap, guys. I mean, they've got denture toothpaste that you can use, but to me, I'm kind of a germaphobe. I like squeaky clean stuff. So I use some Dawn antibacterial soap with my denture brush, and I scrub it real good with that before I put it in its bath at night. And then at night, I'm putting in the Polident to let them soak in that. Once every 3 weeks or so, I'll use the Stain Away because I do drink coffee. I drink lots of coffee. And it works great. And I'll tell you something. The reline from Denture Fit is not phased by anything I do to it. I scrub it really hard with the brush, and it hasn't come off the edges. It hasn't started peeling or cracking or anything. I mean, it's still in there. It's good. It's awesome. So, that's what I do as far as cleaning. My gums have shrunk tremendously. It definitely has totally kind of conformed into the shape that it's going to be in the long run. There's still, some bumping and that kind of thing, and it is smoothing out. And the last 2 weeks, I've been dealing with, little bone spurs here and there that I've actually had to kind of pull out. If you have bone spurs, I want to talk about bone spurs for a second. So when you have your extractions, even if you have the avioplasty, and I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right, but even if you have the avioplasty where they, kind of shave down the bone when they're doing your extractions, you still will have some bone shards that will want to kind of come out. Now, they don't feel good. They hurt, especially when the denture is rubbing on it. And if you touch your finger over it, it'll hurt when you do that as well. And it almost feels like it's attached, but it's not attached. The only thing it's attached to is tissue. So, I don't advise you pulling them out on your own. You really should go to the dentist to pull those bone spurs out. But I have experience with bone spurs because I did have extractions 4 or 5 years ago. I had a whole bunch of extractions done, and I had bone spurs then too. So I knew exactly what to do with them. So this time around, I had 3 or 4 bone spurs that I pulled out myself. And they came out, fairly easily. And it did bleed a little bit. But within maybe 2 days, it healed over, no problem. If you do venture into the world of pulling out your own bone spurs, please make sure that you are rinsing your mouth with salt water. Very, very salty salt water, warm salt water. Because that promotes healing. I mean, that's going to heal you up so fast. Outside of that, I don't have any pain. I don't have any infections. I have no regrets with this decision that I've made. I'm 6 weeks into it, and the only extra thing I have to do in the morning or in the evening is clean them and then put them in my mouth or take them out of my mouth. But I have no regrets. And I still love my teeth. See, they're still pretty. They're still white. And everybody, always makes comments, and giving me compliments and stuff on my teeth. Even parents and stuff who haven't had a chance to talk to me since my extraction day, they tell me how much they love my teeth and what did I do to my teeth and who's the dentist I went to. So I've been definitely promoting Oasis Dental because they're fantastic. And so I have been promoting Oasis Dental, but I have not been telling people that I have dentures. I've been telling them that I either bleach my teeth or they're, porcelain veneers. I mean, if somebody flat out asks me, do you have dentures? I'm not a really good liar, so I would just say yes. But nobody's flat out asked me if I wear dentures. They just say, do you bleach your teeth or do you have porcelain veneers? And I'm like, yeah, I had to take care of them. I just took care of business at the dentist office. And I leave it at that because I don't know. I mean, I know that I do YouTube videos to you guys, but I guess I don't see you every day. It's not like I have to look at you in your face and explain all of it, even though I do explain it on the video. So I don't know the mental thing about that, but I guess I just don't want people that I speak to on a daily basis to be constantly staring at my teeth because I've told them that I wear dentures. So that's basically my story there and my 6-week update. I don't have really anything else to report, just that I love it. It's fabulous. It's awesome. If you are just getting started on your denture journey and you're about to have your E-Day, don't be discouraged. You're going to be scared, and I get being scared. We were all scared. We were all there at one time. But just know that you have a whole family of people on YouTube that are rooting you on and supporting you. And, we're here for each other. And the YouTube videos helped me tremendously before my E-Day. And if it wasn't for that, I'm not sure I would have been able to go through with it. But I did go through with it. It's done. It's awesome. I feel great. I love my teeth. I can eat and I have no pain. So that's my 6-week update. I will post another update probably not at 7 weeks. I'll probably post another update when I'm at my 8-week mark, which is 2 months. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down below, and I will be sure to answer those questions on my next video. I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Peace.
Yeah!